Princess Midna, seen here in her true form, is a member of the Twilight, a race of people who exist in an alternate dimension from the Hyrule we all know. As the princess of her people, Midna was next in line for the throne, but a servant of her family named Zant coveted her future role. On his own, Zant was weak, but after coming into contact with Ganondorf, the main villain of the series, Zant was given the power he needed. With this newfound power, Zant usurped the throne, and as a form of final insult, used his magic to alter Midna's body into that of a puny imp. Horrified by her new form, Midna fled, giving up the kingdom in the process. However, she was not completely out yet, as she then came up with a plan for taking back her rightful position. Midna hoped to assemble an artifact known as the Fused Shadow, an item that she knew would allow her to control the same terrifying shadow magic of her ancestors. And with this power, she could defeat Zant and his army. However, the Fused Shadow had already been broken into 4 pieces, but luckily, Midna possessed one. She donned this piece as a mask, and then set out into the land of Hyrule to find the other 3. By the time that Midna arrived in Hyrule, it had already been invaded by Zant and surrendered by Princess Zelda. This made things a lot more difficult than Midna was hoping, but fortunately, shortly after arriving, she witnessed Link, the protagonist of the game, being sucked into the twilight that was infecting Hyrule. As his body also changed and he took the form of a wolf, Midna recognized this as the fulfillment of a legend among her people. Midna approached the hero, who had taken the form of a divine beast, so that she could use him to help her retrieve the 3 missing pieces of the Fused Shadow in exchange for her helping him rescue his friends from Zant's minions. Together, Link and Midna traveled Hyrule, successfully retrieving the missing pieces. However, shortly after achieving this goal, Zant appeared before them in a surprise attack. Aware of what they had been doing, Zant easily took the 3 pieces of the Fused Shadow back before preparing to finish off Midna once and for all. Fortunately, Link jumped in to save her, and although she was still critically injured, they were able to escape. With the weakened Midna in Link's care, he safely delivered her to Princess Zelda, who, after recognizing her as the true princess of the Twilight Realm, granted her her very soul in order to save her life. The actions of Link and Zelda had a profound effect on Midna, who now realized that she was not just fighting for her world, but for Hyrule as well. Together, Link and Midna set out again, this time to reassemble the Mirror of Twilight that was originally being used as a bridge between the 2 dimensions. After assembling all of the pieces, they were able to successfully travel to the Palace of Twilight and confront Zant, and after a long battle, they came out victorious. After his defeat, Zant taunted Midna, informing her that she would never get her true body back while Ganondorf still lived. In response, Midna utilized the full power of the Fused Shadow to finish him off once and for all. With Zant gone, Link and Midna turned their attention to the true originator of these events, Ganondorf. Arriving at Hyrule Castle, the 2 confronted Princess Zelda, who had been possessed by Ganondorf while she was lacking her soul. Fortunately, they were able to rescue Zelda and defeat Ganon, who appeared in his beast form. However, right when they thought that everything was over, Ganon reappeared yet again, and stronger than before. In an effort to save both of their lives, Midna used her powers to warp Zelda and Link out of the castle, and took on Ganon all by herself using the power of the Fused Shadow. As the castle itself was consumed in this massive showdown, Midna was slain by Ganondorf. As he taunted Link and Zelda with her broken helmet, the 2 battled him next using their full force, and together this time, successfully killed him. Even though this action would have broken Midna's curse, their victory was, unfortunately, too late. However, this was not the end for Midna. In appreciation of her heroic deeds throughout Hyrule, the Light Spirits, which Link and Midna had restored during the course of their journey, united to bring Midna back to life, and this time she reappeared in her natural form. After a touching reunion of Midna and Link, the 3 heroes traveled to the Mirror of Twilight so that Midna could finally return to her world. However, right before going through the portal, Midna decided to shatter the mirror, breaking the only link left between the 2 dimensions. With the words, "See you later," to Link, Midna stepped through the portal and disappeared from Hyrule forever.